to Heroku, one of them, yeah, before you deploy to Heroku, you have to use, let's go to this requirements.txt. There are some apps, no, there are some packages that you install that will help you to deploy properly. Now there is this one, Django Heroku. Actually, when you install Django Heroku, it installs this package called PsychoPG2 that it's kind of like it will help us handle the Postgres database that we shall be using on Heroku. Then I think it also comes, this installation of Django Heroku also comes with white noise, and I think database URI. Yeah, these ones come with with the installation of the Django Heroku. Then GUnicorn is the production server that will kind of like help us to run our program. I mean our website in a production environment. Yeah, I installed Pillow because based on what John had requested, like last time, for us to have an image field somewhere so that we can test it. Yeah, that's why I included Pillow. Yeah, so basically, yeah, in tests, in order to include actually the test for the image field, you have to first import this IO. You import byte IO. This one actually kind of like generates an image that we use during our tests. Yeah, those who have seen the repository, actually you might have seen something like this. Yeah, you might have seen something like this. Okay, yeah, but just to get back to what we have been doing, so after installing Django Heroku, you come down to settings.py in our project folder here, to make some configurations. Yeah, to set up some of this. Yeah. First and foremost, you import Django Heroku, and then you configure it down here. Yeah, mostly actually you'll find it configured without this this argument. Yeah, but yeah, this actually helps if it helps so that there are some Postgres tests that are not necessary. Yeah, so on the database. So when you do this, actually they don't run, so that our code can pass. Yeah. I'll actually try to remove it to see actually the error we get. Yeah. I also actually included other configurations here, especially if you're going to have images. You need to set a media URL and a media root. Yeah. Basically, our media root, this folder is in the project. It's a static folder that I included in the project under uploads, under images. Yeah. Then also you have to set static dir. Static dir, as in this one, like when you deploy a project on Heroku, all the static files are actually collected and put in one folder called static. Yeah, that folder actually will just be created. Yeah, will just be created right away. Actually, it's, yeah, just like you see it here. Yeah, but yeah, it will be created for all those static files to go there. Then you have static URL. Yeah, so it will be looking for any folder that has the word static. Then the static root. Yeah. All right. Leave alone those. Yeah. Actually, we need to make this change. Yeah. I wonder how I forgot. Yeah. But usually, I have to change the time zone to. I change it to Africa, Kampala. You can change it accordingly. Yes. Yeah. Also, one thing when John actually requested me to actually do what, to actually create an image field, I actually added the image field on the user registration. So so in one way or the other, actually I changed how I created the user. I actually went ahead and created a different app to handle the user. If I told you come here to models, I changed and instead used the abstract user. Yeah, when you import the abstract user, you can actually, yeah, because you know abstract actually abstract classes are only inherited, so but you can use them when you can't create instances using abstract classes, but you can inherit them and then create objects of their children. Yeah, so that's what I did to include an image field. And when you include an image field, of course, this setting here, this setting of media root, yeah, it helps that image field to know where the images should be stored once they have been uploaded into the system. Yeah, if you don't define it, then the image will just be dumped somewhere in the in the main root folder. Yeah, but when you actually create a custom user class, there is a way you have to configure it here, up here on line 37. You see here there is a variable I've defined. It's called auth user model authentication.user. Yeah, and after defining, if at all you had already made migrations, I think you can just delete your database and run the migrations again. Yeah, to make this these changes take effect. Also in the admin area, a few things change actually in the admin area. Let me look for this app called authentication. Yeah, what changes is like you import also user admin, but I called it a different name. Yeah, usually, yeah, but you import user admin, and then you actually call this is not necessary. Yeah, you could directly use user admin here, and you pass in the user and the user admin. This will configure the user properly in your admin area. But for this scenario, actually, I wanted to have a custom layout for the user objects. That's why actually I imported user admin as your admin, and then I inherited from it to create a new class called user admin, so that I can use the list display. Because with the list display, you will be able to reorganize what you want to display for the table of all the objects. Yeah, so basically I wanted to display the username and the photo. That is the only change I made there. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was all for this. But in case you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. Yeah.
I do have some questions.
Yes, please.
They could be like 3 questions, eh?
Okay. No
yeah, the first one is on the
problem.
you created a custom user, which
Yes.
I've also done on my side. So how do you log in this time? How do you log in? I would love to see the view that helps the person to log in when he's using the custom user.
Actually, nothing changed. Let me just maybe activate here. And Songambi said he didn't get me on list display. Okay, let me first actually show you how what list display says. Then you will actually appreciate why I overrode it there. So let me do Python manage.py and then run server. Yeah. So I'll try to Yeah, so I'm running like, I think yeah. So I'm logging into the admin area. Let me hope. Oh, let me hope I didn't forget the password. Yeah, it looks like I forgot the password. Let me just create a new user. Python manage py. Okay, create super user. Let me call him Timon. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I think this one should work. Timon. And then. Okay. Let me try to reduce. So maybe to start with the Nsongambi's question. Basically, now that we have an actually having this this code snippet we have seen here, is the one that is helping us to have that, because actually we now have a user admin. Yeah, but the main issue is with users. When you go to users, in most cases by default, if I didn't have this, let me say, okay, if let me first comment out this. Let me first comment out that, then of course I just have to change this thing back to you admin now. If I have that, then I refresh here. Yeah, you see, you only have these fields. Yeah, you only have those fields to play around with. You only have those fields to play around with for this case. Yeah, but if at all you want to customize this display, because this is the list display of all the user objects, if you want to customize it, now that is why this one is coming in play. Yeah, that's why this one is coming in play. But in order for us to customize it, we have to create a class that inherits from user admin. But since we also want to call this class user admin, that's why there is a way I renamed it here. I renamed this one. I renamed the parent user admin class to uadmin, and I just maintained this one. Yeah, but it's still fine. Even if you call it anything, it is still fine. But then this attribute, I've overridden it. Yeah, it's from the parent class. It's saying it takes in a tuple. It's a list display attribute that takes in a tuple, and you can put in what you want. Actually, I think even when you interchange them, I think, yeah, they will also be interchanged in the display. Let me try that. Yeah, I believe they get interchanged. Yeah, so let's confirm. Yeah, exactly, they do. Yeah, so now the photo column comes first, and the username column comes first. Yeah, so hope you have gotten it, Songambi. Is it clear now? Fantastic. All right. Yeah. So getting back to John, you wanted to see how we can log in.
Let me first have a look at your custom user.
My custom user.
Yes, the model.
Actually, my custom user only has.
Because right now you haven't yet pushed it, so the only way you can see it is through.
It's here. this custom user only has one extra what? One extra field. Yeah, or photo, nothing else. The other fields,
Okay.
they remained unchanged, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And the issue here is like, there are very many ways you could actually extend the user model. You could create a one-to-one field with you could create maybe another class called profile, which has a one-to-one relationship with this user model itself. Yeah, but mostly it is advised, if at all you are to customize the user, you actually use the abstract class, because the abstract class is like one of the best classes that are used to create a user, right? Yeah, so it becomes, so you basically created a new user model from the ground up, but that comes with attributes that you really want. So whichever way you do it, it is still okay. Yeah.
Because on my end, I have
Mm,
my
mm,
user,
mm,
my custom user
mm.
is inheriting from abstract. I mean, let me see. Is inheriting from abstract base user.
Yeah, yeah. You should use abstract user.
Be, be, abstract base user
Yes,
because
I
I want
also know that
to,
one.
yeah, because I
Mm.
want to use email and what and password only. I didn't
To
want to
log
include
in, you
the
want to use email and password to log in,
yes.
which is still okay. Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, but to move on, so you want us to try to log in using our user, not so
It's
on
okay.
the
Yes.
front end.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. I think it is login. Yeah. Maybe actually we could even first register. We could find a we could actually register a new user. Yeah, we could just do a new user here. Maybe you say John, then we say John at email.com. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, of course, for your form to have for your form to accept these fields, you have to do what? You have to include that multi-form on your what? On your, let's first register. Okay. Yeah. As I'm registering, I'll just have to maybe show it to you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. John, I don't know if you like the profile picture I've given you. John, have you any
Any
profile?
will do.
Ah,
Oh my God.
yeah, that is the profile picture I've given you. Hope you like dogs.
I hate them.
You fear them, eh?
I have a very bad experience with them.
What kind of man are you?
Ever since I was young, they
Ever
used to
since you were
just
young,
send them at me. They used to send them at me,
you,
and most of them were sick,
rabies.
rabies. I would just see it.
So who
So
who in the group here is a dog lover like me? Is there anyone in the group here who likes dogs? All people in the group fear dogs. This is alarming. Hey, Pauline likes dogs. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, just to get back here, if at all you want your form to accept images, you have to add a what? This encrypt multi-part form data, and I think in the view, yeah, because yeah, in the view, let me look for the view. Yeah, for the view, it will be in another dictionary called request.files, and actually they actually don't store the actual image in the what, in the database. They store the name of the image. Yeah, they store the name of the image, and the actual image is stored in yeah, it's stored in this folder that we specified using this media root, right? Yeah, so these concepts are very, very important. Okay, yeah, so I think join we are okay. Can we move on?
Yes, we can.
All right, yeah, so still setting up stuff. I think the configuration with the settings is done. All that remains is to create you have to, of course, the git ignore. I don't think there is any dynamics here. You just highlight everything, bam, you paste there, end of business. Yeah. Then there is now this file. It's called the proc file. Yeah, it's called the proc file. Yeah, this is actually, I think, where the app execution starts from. Yeah, and basically here you direct your first of all, you run these two commands, in that whatever server you're on, the migrations are first made, if at all there are any that were not made, and the migrate command is done. I know these commands are very familiar. You're familiar with these commands. Then this one just points the Unicorn server to the entry point of our application, which is a WSGI variable. I remember that we had that file. In our settings. Let me try to look through it. Yeah. Yeah, wsgi.py. Yeah. So basically, it is pointing actually to this file that will enable our app to run. Okay. And of course, you remember very well that actually there is nothing we did to that app. Yeah, there is nothing we did to that file. That file was totally generated by Django itself. So fast forward, I think I remember last time we had an issue with generating the requirements.txt. All you have to do is you do a pip, then you do a pip freeze, then this greater than sign, and the name of that file. Yeah, so it will automatically be updated for you. That is okay. I also made a few changes with the secret key. The secret key in the settings.py, it is not a good idea to always have it here. So actually, I included it in the env folder. This is locally, but again, since the env is not pushed, that means we still have to do what to create the same files in our Heroku. All right. Okay, that's all for now with regards to everything on the local host. Maybe I can try to do a git status again to see where we made the changes. Okay, then I will do a git add, then I will do a git commit, then I will say maybe what did we do? Changed time zone. Okay, yeah, because I think that's that one. Remember we did change time zone. Yeah, then I'll do a git push. Yeah. Of course, after doing the git push, the test will run again if at all I don't know where my GitHub is. Yeah, but the tests have to run again. Let me try to reduce this. Yeah, when you go to actions, you should see the tests running. Change it time zone. Yeah, and like I said last time, actually for this build, based on it, actually it is run on a separate, should I say it is run on a separate Linux instance of the container. Yeah, so basically, yeah, everything looks okay. Yeah, our tests have passed. Yeah, so now what we're going to do, we're just going to go to Heroku. We are going to create a new app, and then we are going to link these two. We're going to link these two. Yes. Any questions so far? All right. Yeah, so when you actually come to Heroku, I'd actually already created something. I'd actually already created an app. Yeah, but I think what we are going to do, we are going to delete it. We're going to delete it, and then hopefully create another one. Yeah, but all right. Yeah, though before deleting it, there is some. Yeah, let me first copy this because I'll need it somewhere. All right. So let me just get back to here. You just come here to new, you create an app, the app name. We should come up with a fancy name for our app name. Any guesses? If people are sleeping. Okay. Let me just say Tunga. Tunga 3. Book app. Okay. As long as the name is available, then it's okay. Then you go ahead and create the app. Yeah. So after creating the app, I told you, since we did upload, first of all, we have to first connect what? Since we are going to get from the GitHub repository, we have to connect to GitHub, since that's where the code is going to be picked. Let me just do a small search here to see the repositories here. Then I'll just connect the book repository because it's the one actually that we want to connect. Yeah. So I'll just connect this. Then there is this tick here that if someone pushed to GitHub and maybe the CI is still running some tests, Heroku should first wait for the CI to finish its continuous integration tests, and then it will go ahead to deploy. Then enable automatic deploys. Yeah, so automatic deploys are basically how it helps is that if at all I've pushed and the CI is done doing its magic, then this one also will kind of like redeploy. One event will finish and then trigger the other one to also continue. All right. Then before we deploy, since I've told you how we have to kind of like still use the secret keys and blah blah blah. So you come up here to settings. This tab was deploy, but now we're on settings. You come here to reveal config URLs. So this is where we put these things, the key and the value. There is this one, collect static. Actually, I've not actually been putting collect static here because when I was using pip env, I was not having this issue, but when I'm using the normal pip, I've had this issue. So for now, just you'll just come here and you kind of like add this environment variable of this disable collect static and give it 1, and then of course you go to your env, you copy the secret key, and you give it this value, this value. People, if at all you ever do screencasts, you should not show people your config vars, because sometimes if at all they contain passwords, there will be problems for you. Yes. Now, actually, due to recent updates, Heroku handles everything to do with the database for you, by the way. Because actually, when you create an app, it adds the database configurations for you and everything, and it like does everything out of the box, like we shall see. Because actually, after deploying, we shall come back here and realize that it has actually added in some other config vars for the Postgres database that it attaches to your project. So coming back here to deploy, now that we have connected our GitHub repository, and we have also added the environment variables here, we can just go down and deploy the main branch, because since it has our latest code, so that so it will start deploying, and then it will provide some very good information as it is deploying. Do you have any questions as we wait for this to finish the deployment? And of course, it is using requirements.txt to install everything. Actually, it is saying it is actually skipping a collect statics, since the em variable is saying blah 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 blah. So actually, when it finishes, it generates a link for you where you'll be able to go to access your code. You see, actually, even it did the migrations and everything. So when you click here, it will actually take you to your instance of your code. Of course, there is a small glitch, since at all here I'm trying to display the image of an anonymous user, but it doesn't exist. So that's why you're seeing this. Maybe we could actually change that to do something else. So basically, this link, anyone down there can try to so Ngambi is asking, what if I'm using SQLite as a database? Does it still automatically change to Postgres? Yes, it does, because actually SQL is not good for the production environment. I remember even me previously, actually, I used to upload the SQL database, but again, it would be kind of like ignored, and the Postgres would actually be created. Now, but the good thing now that it has finished deploying, you see, actually there is a database URL. This one actually it wasn't there, but now it has been added there. And if at all we didn't have PsychoPG2, we couldn't have been able to do this. I think PsychoPG2 is the interface between our Postgres database and our app. It has libraries to kind of like make those two talk together properly. Yes. Okay. Finally, also some made an appearance. Yes, Samuel, how are you? Yeah, so basically now our app works well. Yeah, but there are some.
Question.
Yes, please.
I noticed there's an issue with hosting with Heroku. The images, the media files, they tend to break after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I think it's programmed that in Heroku, especially for static files, that I think after 24 hours, I think all static files are dropped. If it takes some time, yeah, for static
Yeah,
files.
another question. Yes, another question. In that case, if images break like that, me most times I used maybe another free hosting platform, and that is Python Anywhere. So, and looking at it, the settings doesn't require all these that I've seen here.
Oh, okay.
So that means I'm kicked off.
Hey, Python anyway. I'll try it. I've never tried it, but
Eh,
I have a friend also who can who always endeavors to vouch for it. Yeah. I'll definitely
because
try
they
it.
they use Amazon servers, so I
Okay.
feel that
Yeah.
they're not bad, they're good.
Yeah. Actually, you're not
Okay.
the first person to recommend Python everywhere. I'll definitely try it. Yeah. Because I think even the steps here are very many. Yeah. But also, do you know that actually you can host a Django app on cPanel now, on cPanel hosting.
The price is too much.
cPanel hosting
Yeah.
says who?
The last time we tried to do something like that, they were asking for a lot of money.
Okay, maybe the only problem with cPanel hosting, I think it's the also the configurations are very what many. Yeah, but I think it's worth checking out once in a while. You're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But at least right now we have our simple app that is deployed properly. The instances whereby actually it's better to deploy on DigitalOcean. Have you heard of DigitalOcean? DigitalOcean. Anyone heard of DigitalOcean before? All right. Yeah, you check it out from the links below. So do we have any questions regarding deployment? The good thing I already shared the link to this repository. Yeah. If you don't have it,
Question.
yes.
Question before this is a question before deployment. I saw you're using this is it the internationalization local time, eh?
Yes.
Using
Yes.
East Africa. What if how
No,
do other
I'm not
companies
using.
do it?
Actually, I'm not using East Africa.
The time zone.
I'm using Africa/Kampala.
Eh?
Yes.
Is there any better way? Like let's say the application is
Pardon?
is there any better way like let's say you host it in maybe I mean you're developing it in another country and you want it to be used in another country, like maintaining the time like without being 3 hours late or 3 hours, something of that kind.
I advise you put a time zone of the target where it's mostly going to be viewed, right? You get?
I get.
Yes. So I think I know actually I think I used I think it was a Wikipedia page. I remember I used it long time ago. I think it was time zones. I think Django or something like that. I remember it was a Wikipedia page that had all of them. Yeah, but I don't remember where I saw it. But just know I just I just remember that one from my head. Yeah. Yeah, but you let me see. Let me say Wikipedia. I think this should be the one. This should be the one. Yes, this actually should be the one. Yeah, this should be the one. You see actually on your far right. Yeah, this is what I used, if at all I'm to remember correctly. Yeah, this is what I used. I'll just get this link and also paste it in this, in case you guys want to check it out. Yeah, but if at all we don't have any questions, I think I would also because actually there is also another Olympic race, guys. Do you know that right now? John, did you know? Oh, he has already left.
We have lost.
Oh, Uganda's lost.
The women can't do anything.
Oh God. Okay. Okay, guys. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see you next week. Yeah, at least we got a medal from Kiprotich. Yeah, that is good enough.